welcome back to the second quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, along with my sidekick, Andrew.
Hey,
Forgot to introduce you there,
paid
Andrew.
this quarter.
You get paid this quarter. Let's get
How about a photo?
A photo.
Got it. How about this one right here? Toby's Lounge and Reception Center right here.
That's correct.
South of Opelousas on 182.
Right next to the TV station here where we're recording. And I went outside and used my camera and took this sign. And Toby Veltain Doherty is doing promotional work. And I see she's got a bridal expo coming up this Sunday, May 19th, from 11 to 5. These are very, very popular. And I don't think we've had any in recent years. At least there were none that was given to us to talk about.
It's a good time of the year. Them June brides could come see what's going on.
What's the latest in the styles? You know, very important that you get married and you know,
have all the latest stuff, the dresses.
That's correct, and shoes and everything else that goes with it. And of course, Toby's is open from Wednesday to Saturday at 4 p.m. And
live music most nights.
Most Saturday nights there's a live music available, so or a DJ. So they've got people coming around. I've noticed a lot more activity in the last few weeks.
And if you're looking to rent a reception hall, it is the great place to do it.
That's correct. A lot of off-street parking, and that's really, really very important that all of your guests that come to these invited type programs able to park in a safe manner.
Let me hit one sponsor here while we're at it too. How about our two sponsors? Steamboat Warehouse. Get mom away from the smell of her own cooking. Go to Washington, Louisiana to Steamboat Warehouse. Try all the great fresh Louisiana seafood, the great steaks. Chef owner Jason Hugay always has something different and new on the menu, and he's got those classics that you like so much with those paddle wheel potatoes and that great crawfish palmetto and all the great wine selection as well. At Steamboat Warehouse in Washington. And
I ate dinner there last night with Angie and Carl DeVille, my horse trainer. And of course, today, Wednesday, May the 15th, is Angie's birthday. So we were celebrating it a day before because on Wednesday nights, Carl is at the racetrack.
He's got to work. Yeah.
He's got to work. So we kind of felt like the last couple of years, we met a lot of times on Tuesday night. So hopefully we can get that going now that the Evangeline Downs is settled in and
the racing season.
And that's correct.
And Targill Seasoning and Supply. Go by Targill here in Opelousas. They got butcher supplies, cutlery, kitchen supplies. If you're a restaurant, if you're a store, if you're a caterer, they've got all that stuff you need. If you're just a guy like me that likes to cook a lot, maybe make your own sausage, you're looking for a grinder, you're looking for some good chopping blocks, you know, just that nice, I don't know what that material is called, that white material, you know, you get those nice, you can get any size you want. They've got the nice knives, good sharpeners and everything for you. And if you're a baker, they've got the cake fillings and pie fillings as well. Go by Targill here in Opelousas. And let's show some more photos.
Okay.
And we've got right here, we got the Woodman of the World, Lodge 47, with our buddy Ken Thibodeau, helping. He's donating a flag over to Doris Barrow, the park supervisor with the city of Opelousas. And don't forget, if you're looking for a flag, if you've got some sort of event and you got some group, Women of the World really works hard to try to provide flags for a lot of your schools and
have been doing
groups.
that. That's been their tradition, I guess, since they founded the Women of the World many years ago.
It's a great cause. They're good people, and if you ever see one of their fundraisers, don't be scared to help out as well to help fund those projects.
And I might add, while I was at the Steamboat, I ate a filet. I needed a good piece of meat, and it was delicious. And I also ordered a baked sweet potato. And hopefully they got it from Earl and Larry Fontenot over at E&L Produce in Grand Prairie, Louisiana. So how about that?
How about these photos too? We got these in from our good friend, Mr. Bo Williford. We've got the Louisiana Junior Olympic champions. We got right here 11-year-old Michael Van Vickel, who was a 60-pounder. We've got the winner of the makeup bout, 20-year-old Brandon Arvey right here. And then lastly, our good buddy, 119 Junior Olympic champion, Jesse the Giant Killer Fletcher. Still knocking him out. Tell you what, he is a great athlete. Want to congratulate them and the ones that didn't get pictured. Zachary Beard, I believe, that's 15. And Blaze Fontenot, who's 14. Congratulations, guys. Now, you went to Ville Platte.
Yep. That was the gathering of old regulars, as John Saunders, and I might add Judge John Saunders. Lovely outdoors. The weather was nice, comfortable, and one of the first pictures I guess I took, the first one was of John. This is John in the blue shirt in the wheelchair, and little Terry Fusilier behind him. Little Terry is at all the events. Way back when J.Y. Swallow was training my race horses, Terry Fusilier had some race horses, and he had some convenience stores back in those days. But he advised me that he is now retired. Good to see you, Terry. And of course, the judge puts on a great show. And here is Huey Seminoe from Opelousas here. Huey lived in Ville Platte for years.
Sure.
and worked there in a business there for many, many years, and then moved back to Opelousas, where he's from.
There you go. And here we've got
the
High Sheriff.
The High Sheriff, and I spoke of Gervis LaFleur a little earlier.
That's Gervis talking to him right there.
That is Gervis talking to the sheriff, and they're laughing, and Gervis just...
now, Gervis is Greg's father, right?
That is correct.
Greg, the great star athlete at LSU, and played for the St. Louis Cardinals as a tight end. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And here's Joe Fred and
Chris
Latoul, and we rode in a bus, a chauffeured bus there. So that was a beautiful way to make the trip, and saved on the parking, because parking is limited.
Right.
And here's on the left, of course, is Judge Jimmy Genovese, and again the sheriff Bobby Guitros. And everybody wants to take a picture with the sheriff. You know how it goes.
Works.
And this is Coach Dossman from Ville Platte, longtime friend and a good friend of Gervis, of course. They were sitting near each other there. And this is Mr. LeBlanc, who was an educator and a coach for many, many years from Ville Platte, but has resided in the Lafayette community and coached, I think, maybe his longest coaching career, you know, in years, was probably Lafayette High, if I recall correctly. And Judge Larry Vidrine on the left, and Pat Morrow on the right. And of course, Pat's from Opelousas and has his beautiful lodge is actually in Evangeline Parish.
Right at that line.
And here is Judge Larry Vidrine's son, and I want to say Gregory, but don't fuss at me. And of course, Judge Ellis Daigle from the Eunice area and St. Landry Parish. And here is on the left is Mr. Walker, and I can't think of, boy, it's bad not to jot down these names when I see them, but he, of course, and his wife and his two sons started Slap Your Mama seasoning, and they've really expanded, and with the internet, of course, you do business worldwide today.
Right. Jack Walker, I think, is it Jack?
No.
Anyway, where are we going?
Nice. I reminded him, but the first time I met him was at the Quarters Hour. We're going to talk about the Quarters real quick.
Minutes, yeah. You want to do it right now?
Yeah, let's do it right now.
We're talking about the Quarters Casino. Over north.
And he says, Bobby, you've got a heck of a memory. He said, that is correct. That we were just getting started. I said, y'all were, I mean, all four of them were covering that whole big old parking lot over at Quarters.
They sell that seasoning. Quarters Casino, go by and Travel Plaza. You can go right north of Opelousas at exit number 23 off I-49. They've got crispy, crunchy fried chicken inside. They've got Subway sandwiches inside. They've got Stuckey's great candies all inside, just like you remember as a kid. They've got good Chevron fuel, diesel and gasoline, whichever one you need. The pumps are all nice and covered and well lit with good concrete, keep your feet nice and clean. You can go inside to El Pico de Gallo restaurant and have great authentic Mexican cuisine with a good margarita as well. And you can go inside and do a little gaming as well. That's at the Quarters Casino and Travel Plaza.
And of course, Slap Your Mama seasoning is bottled, though not bottled. It's
canned, I guess would be the word.
Manufactured
right.
with Target.
Packaged.
Packaged.
Right. with Tar-Gill seasoning
with
in
Tar-Gill
Opelousas.
seasoning in Opelousas, so helping hands.
There you are. And we've got Mr. John Hadley, that's Huey Seminole's son-in-law.
Right, and of course our manager of Sunrise Financial here in Opelousas, almost directly across from Barney's Cleaners would be
That's the best. That's a good landmark.
Good landmark to describe it. And by the way, Sunrise has an office here. We have an office in Scott and one in Crowley. And they have money to lend, and the lines of credit have just been renewed.
Springtime's here. You know, they got that fresh money just fresh off the tree.
That's correct. And of course, if you're needing a little larger loan, OPAC Financial Services, David Lincoln, the staff there have also just renewed their lines of credit and are ready to make loans for whatever your personal need is.
How about this photo? I got the High Sheriff on the left and Kevin Doucette on the right with Piggly Wiggly, with 3 locations throughout South Louisiana, 2 in Opelousas and 1 in beautiful downtown Simsport. You can go by your local Piggly Wiggly. This weekend they got some great specials like split fryer breasts, $1.18 a pound, fresh pork steaks to put on that grill, $1.28 a pound, boneless beef shoulder roast, $2.88 a pound. You can't go wrong. Go by the pig knows best. And they also do catering and deli foods as well over on the south end for sure. And more photos, we go over here to Ron Duplachet on the right, our tax assessor for St. Landry Parish.
That's correct.
And on the left, we've got Father Trimmy, who was actually pastor here at St. Landry for quite a few years, who was originally from the Ville Platte area. I'm not sure what parish he's at right now.
He's in Ville Platte.
Oh, he's in Ville Platte?
Yeah, he's in Ville Platte.
Now.
Yeah, I think I'm right when I say that. I'm going to stick my neck out and say that is correct.
And in here, you've got a couple that you met, the Maggios over here.
Yes, and that was at the Boxing Commission meeting. We held it over at Crown Plaza. That's the old Sheraton in Baton Rouge.
Right.
And this couple were
I think it's Debbie and Glenn.
They were walking out of a meeting, and I stopped them and I said, "There's a lot of people coming out of that. What was this meeting
y'all
about?"
doing?
You know, I got to find out what's going on. That's how you make the program, Bobby.
Right.
You got to break the ice. So I broke the ice with them. Nice couple. Of course, she knows Earl Taylor very well because she worked for years for the office, the District Attorneys Association in Baton Rouge.
Oh, okay.
So she knows Earl very, very well. She told me to be sure to, good morning, Earl, from Debbie.
There you go.
And
they're from the New Roads area? That's where a lot of the Maggios are from.
I think so.
New Roads or White Castle, either one.
Yeah.
You've got a group in either one.
And then they have a grandson that is was one of the recipients of a scholarship fund that was the
Boo Grigsby Scholarship
recipients, and they went on to
excellent
book. It was a huge crowd, and this is they give out a lot of scholarships every year.
Good work.
And of course, the Bobby Dupree scholarships are going to be given out again this year.
Opelousas High School.
Opelousas High School graduation, which could be, is that this weekend? It's either this weekend or the next.
Close.
It's a Friday night.
How many kids?
15. I give 15 at $500 a piece.
There you go.
And have done that since 1968. And just makes me feel good, especially when I see them. Sometimes it's years later. And they come up to me and thank me, and they're doing well. They went to college, or they went, you know, to well, it's a college scholarship, but some of them end up maybe at a vocational college, technical college today.
There we go.
That's getting to be more and more popular, and that's good because we don't hear much about T.H. Harris anymore, do you?
Yes, quite. I hope it's
going to stay. I hope it stays open. It's a branch now. It's not.
Right.
It used to be the biggest and the best in the state of Louisiana when I was a youngster, and I was raised across the street from
I'd like to know how many people in this city. I bet the percentage. They're the biggest provider of employable people around here. I mean, you go to any business, there's somebody from T.H. Harris that's there. You know?
I took a little business course there for one semester at night.
I live with a lady that went to school there too. We got to take a break. We'll see you folks on the other side of 1 minute, our half-hour break.